Good morning, boys. Class 11. Today, I will discuss about some problems related to the units of concentration, special reference to molality, mole fraction, molality, and how to convert from one unit to another unit. This type of critical type of problems will be placed before you in this video number 5. Now boys, see, look at this question. Here is a question: calculate the molality and mole fraction of urea in its 10% aqueous solution. As you know that urea, its formula is CONH2 whole 2. CONH2 whole 2, this is the formula of urea. Okay, I think you know it, and its molecular mass. If you find the molecular mass, its molecular mass is 60 U. 60 U. So by calculation you can see it. And now, what is given? 10% aqueous solution by mass. It will be given 10% aqueous solution by mass. This is given. Now, 10% aqueous solution by mass, what is the meaning? The meaning of this statement is 10 gram urea has been dissolved in water to prepare 100 gram solution. This is the meaning of this statement. 10% aqueous solution by mass means 10 gram urea has been dissolved in water to prepare 100 gram solution. You have to find molality. As you know, number one, molality equals to number of moles of urea by weight of the solvent in kg. This is the definition of molality, number of moles of solute per kg solvent. Now you know the formula. You can go through the formula of molality also. The formula is W2 into 1000 by M2 into W1. This formula already discussed in your last video. So weight of urea, what is the weight? Weight is 10 gram urea into 1000 divided by molar mass of urea. Molar mass of urea 60, and weight of the solvent. As you know that 10 gram dissolved to prepare 100 gram solution. So here you see the weight of solvent equals to 100 minus 10, because there is 10 gram urea in it. So 100 gram is the total mass of the solution, and mass of the solute is 10. So subtract it to get the weight of solvent, that is equal to 90 gram. So 60 into 90. Now if you calculate it, 90, 0 cancel. This is equal to 100 by 54. So 100 by 54, you can calculate it. 100 by 54 equals to 100 divided by 54, 1.85. So the answer is 1.85 mole per kg. This is the problem number. First part of the problem is done here. Now see how to find the second part. The second part is mole fraction of urea. Mole fraction of urea X2. Mole fraction of urea is X2. X2 equals to number of moles of urea, and the extended formula that you know, weight of the solute by molar mass of the solute by weight of the solvent by molar mass of the solvent plus weight of the solute by molar mass of the solute. This is the extended formula. We are writing this extended formula because our masses are given in gram. That's why we are writing it. W2 is the weight of urea, 10 gram given, molar mass of urea is 60. Now here it is W1. W1 is the weight of the solvent, 90. 90 by molar mass of water is 18 plus W2 by M2, 10 by 60. So if you simplify it, 1 by 6, 1 by 6, this is 5, 5 plus 1 by 6, this is equal to 1 by 6 by 31 by 6. So this is equal to 1 by 31. Mole fraction, this is the answer. Mole fraction of urea is 1 by 31. You can leave it in this way. There is no need of changing it. 1 by 31 is the fraction because mole fraction is told. So you will leave the answer in fraction 1 by 31. Don't convert it to decimal value. This will take your time, waste your time. Now this is the part 2, part 1 and part 2. In this way, you will solve it. Okay. So it is what type? It is a type of question in which you can interconversion. You can do the interconversion from one unit to another unit. This is mass percent given, mass percent to molality, mass percent to mole fraction. These type of questions can be solved in this way. Now take another example, another type of problem. The another type of problem that is related to volume. Suppose you are converting molality to molality, you are converting molality to molarity. So here you need volume, molality to molarity. See problem number 2, molality to molarity. In this type of problem, either molality to molarity or molarity to molality, if you have to convert the unit, then one thing is necessary, that is density of the solution. Density of the solution is necessary. This, without this you can't do. Density of the solution is necessary because molarity is a type of unit which is related to volume of the solution. So without density you cannot change it to volume. That's why whenever you will have this type of problem, convert any unit to molality, any unit to molarity or any unit to normality, in that particular case density will be needed, and so the density will be provided to you. Density will be given in the question itself. Now let us take an example of a problem. See, calculate the molarity of 2 molar aqueous glucose, 2 molar aqueous glucose solution. 2 molar, or take 1 molar aqueous glucose solution. Calculate the molarity of 1 molal. Molal means molality. The small m stands for molality. Here density of the solution is 1.2 gram per centimeter cube. This is a complete question. Now look at this complete question. Here is a question, read the question, and it is given that you have to write the concentration in the unit of molarity, whose molality is given, and density of the solution is also given. Now see here how to write it. You just explain the meaning of this. 1 molar aqueous glucose solution. 1 molar aqueous glucose solution means 1 mole glucose, glucose formula C6H12O6 in dissolved in 1000 gram water. Okay, this is the meaning. 1 molality aqueous solution of glucose means there is 1 mole glucose in 1 kg water. This is 1 kg water, 1000 gram water. Now see, from this statement, 1 mole glucose, its mass is 180 gram. 1 mole mass of the solution you are finding, mass of the solution equals to this. This is the mass of solute plus mass of solvent, 1000 gram. This is equal to 1180 gram. This is the mass of the solution. You know that density of the solution equals to mass of the solution by volume of the solution. You have to find the volume of the solution because you are finding molarity. So you have to find the volume of the solution. Therefore, volume of the solution equals to mass of the solution 1180 by density of the solution. Density is 1.2 gram per centimeter cube. So look at the unit is centimeter cube. Therefore, you will get the unit in centimeter cube. This is the volume of the solution. Now if you divide it, 1180 by 1.2, 1180 by 1.2, if you divide it, you will get 1180 divided by 1.2, you will get 983.3, 983.3 centimeter cube. This is equal to 0.983 liter, because you are finding molarity. Therefore, molarity equals to number of moles of solute, moles of glucose by volume of the solution in liter. This is by definition. You can also write that extended formula, W2 into 1000 by M2 into V. That formula you can use. If you want to use that formula, see, it will be W2 into 1000 by M2 into V. V is in cc. You remember that formula, V is in cc. You can apply this cc directly. Or if you want to apply this liter, you will take the number of moles and then divide it by liter. Same answer will be obtained. Now Wt is the weight of solute. Weight of solute is 180 gram. 180 into 1000 by molar mass of glucose. Molar mass of glucose is 180. So 180 into volume of the solution in centimeter cube. So 983.3. So this is cancelled. So you are getting 1000 by 983.3. This is equal to, see the answer. The answer is 1000 divided by 983, 983.3, 1.017, 1.017 mole per liter. This is the answer. See how to change from molality to molarity or vice versa. Molality to molarity or vice versa. Whenever you have to convert the unit to molality, if molality and molarity connected, if molarity and mole fraction connected or mass percent connected, density must be given. Another point is, if you want to convert it to normality, the same type of question, density must be provided to you. Density will be provided to you, and taking the help of density, you can find out, you can convert the mass of the solution into volume of the solution. Taking the help of density, you can convert the volume of the solution to mass of the solution. Molarity to molality, whenever you will convert, you have to know the mass of the solution, because without the mass of the solution, you cannot find the mass of the solvent. That's why you have to convert mass of the solution. That means density will be used to find mass of the solution. Here we are using volume of the solution because we need to convert it to molarity. So this type of conversion from one unit to another unit, that type of problem you will practice. Okay, now I will discuss one more problem related to this. Number 3, supposing calculate the molality of aqueous solution of an aqueous solution of urea whose mole fraction is 1/51. See, mole fraction is given, and you have to convert it to molality. So here it is from mass to mass, therefore density is not required here. So mole fraction is given 1/51. That means mole fraction x2 equals to number of moles of urea by number of moles of urea plus number of moles of water. Clear? Because it is a binary solution and it is given 1/51. So 1/51, you just consider 1 mole urea, so 50, 1 plus 51, 1 plus 50, you can just write in this way. 1 mole urea, so here it is 1, it will be 50 because this is 51. So in this way you can break it up. Then you can write that 1 mole urea is present in 50 mole water. Now if you see their masses, 1 mole, because you have to find the molality, so you have to know the mass of water, 50 mole water, 50 into 18, this is equal to 900 gram. This is the mass of water. 50 into 18, this is the mass of water, 900 gram. Therefore, you have to find molality. So you can write molality equals to number of moles. Number of moles of urea by mass of the solvent in kg, mass of water in kg, because here water is the solvent, in kg. Directly you can write number of moles of urea is 1, because we have taken 1 from this one. 1 by mass of water in kg, 900 gram, 0.9. This is equal to 10/9 mole per kg. This is equal to 1.11 mole per kg. This is the answer of changing to mole fraction to molality. 1/9, 10/9, 1.11 mole per kg. You can also leave the answer here also, 10/9 mole per kg. That's why these conversion units and their problems discussed here. Now I think that you don't have any such problem. In case of any problem, you will interact with me in our lecture session, okay, after seeing the video.